What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It's the Chig coming at you with another World of Warcraft farming guide. Today, I'm going to be showing you where to farm fell scale. A little faster than doing the Kodo, or not had farm that I was doing the other day in Karazhan. So, in this one, I'm going to show you exactly where to go to get the highest-ish drop rate of fell scale. Super easy. Before we get started though, that like button, that subscribe button, that bell notification icon, anything you can do to help support the channel for free. Anyway, let's hop right into it. So we're going to Hellfire Peninsula. First spot, right here. Everybody knows this place. Ravager Eggs quest location. So we're going to stay on the mount. We're going to grab a couple. Or attempt to grab a couple. And then kill them. Skin them. Look, fell scale. Right off the rip. Right off the rip. Yeah, I don't know. And I mean, this is one of those things, like, you're going to get some cooking materials and things, like, depending on your class, like, you're going to be able to do this faster and or slower than me, you know. Crystal infused leather, I forgot about that leather. That's also a really good one that we can get here. That drops pretty frequently. But this is more specifically for the fail scale. But apparently RNG is going to say, hey, no, we're just going to give you a bunch of crystal infused leather, and my my skinning skill might have something to do with that, because I just now learned Outland skinning on this character. So that's a thing to take into consideration. But I'm going to show you all three of these places, and then I'll show you how much leather of each type I got and all that. This might turn into a crystal infused leather guide the way this is going. Jeez. Alright, there's another fail scale. I'd also like to point out that those are selling really well. Like, that was 38 gold on my server, right? Like, well, in my region, not my server. I'm sorry. I forgot that this stuff is all over the place now. Yeah, so, and then you got the crystal infused leather that's selling for like 13 gold. Now, again, I'm not showing you these for farming them for money. Not to say that you can't, but the purpose of these guides is so you can farm these items on your own, and you don't have to purchase the leather from the auction house. So we're going to do this. I'm going to show you all three spots. So this video might be a little longer than my typical video, just because I want to show you like where to farm the stuff, right? I don't necessarily want you to hang out and just be like, oh, how much am I getting from this spot? Because there's three really good spots here, and they're all in Hellfire Peninsula, and I will eventually stop just getting constant scraps, which, you know, something to take into consideration. I don't know if the drop rate for fail scales is affected by the same multiplier as the not hide is, as far as when it comes to, do I get it from having too low of skinning or not? That being said, you know, we'll see. We'll see. It won't take me very long to get my skinning up, so we're not too worried about that, because it only goes to 75, right? Part of this too, you get to decide, depending on your class or whatever, is it better for you to be here doing this, getting these? Something I also forgot about was, during this era of the game, you actually could farm scraps instead of actual leathers, so that might have something to do with it. It might not just be my skinning skill. But we're specifically looking for the fell scales, so that's what we're gonna focus on this time. We're not gonna focus on the not hide or the scraps or whatever. That's just going to be like, oh, we got this because we were doing this. That's a bonus.
I can't do that yet.
Unfortunately, these are a little harder to gather up because, you know, they're so much lower level than me that they're not going to aggro easily, so that's why I'm just kind of killing one or two at a time and skinning them and doing the thing here.
It's too far away.
With that, I'm not real sure. Okay, so the flesh isn't really selling for much, but, you know, if you're trying to level your Outlands cooking, completionist out there, this is a good spot to get Ravager flesh. Obviously, you've seen me get a ton of it. Man,
I need to get closer.
this is making me real sad with our drop rate right now. Like, that crystal infused leather is going crazy, but the fail scales are just going, well, we're gonna hang out over here and not be skinned today, apparently. So that's a thing.
I'm out of range.
Alright, let's see.
I can't do that yet.
There's another one. Oh, yeah. And if you've watched my not hide farming video, you would also see that, like, even though we're not getting as much of the other leather here as we would be in Karazhan, we are getting a higher rate of the other leathers, which is going to be the crystal infused and the fel scale, which are the rare leathers for out here. So that's what we're focusing on. So that's what I want you to take away from this farm, is that those things are what we're looking for. So I'm going to fly over here and show you the other two spots real quick. They're over near the entrance to Zangermarsh, and, you know, I'm not real sure which one's the best, because they're all really high density mobs and respawn fairly quickly. So back over where we just were, we can pop back and forth back from the beginning. Okay, so we got 6 fel scales, 25 not hide, and, well, let's do it right here. So we got 34 not hide, 8 infused leather, and 6 fel scales. Alright, so here is one of the areas. So you just go over here where the brambles start and start killing.
Not ready
yet. And obviously it's going to be the same thing. Like, I'm sure you can gather them up. Whether or not it would be faster to gather them up than it is to just kill one at a time, I can't tell you that, because they're kind of spread out a little farther.
It's too far away.
But we're looking at 2 really good farming spots just off the rip, right? So these have a slightly higher drop rate on the fail scales than the other creatures you can farm. And the unique thing about this that I've found and that I have seen in other places is that the level of the Ravagers that you kill in Outlands does not directly affect the drop rate of the spell scales. So, you know, you might think, oh, hey, let's go kill the ones in Blades Edge Mountain or whatever and get higher drop rates, but it doesn't affect it. It is just the same. So you don't want to put yourself in a position where you have to kill harder mobs. I mean, obviously when you're level capped and all that, like, it's trivial to kill the mobs. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's like, you know, do you want to go where you know it's going to be the easiest, where there's a higher density and all that, or are you going to go try to kill the higher level stuff that doesn't have a higher drop rate, right? Like, that's kind of where I'm at with the whole situation. So this entire spot is excellent. Like, all 3 of these places are excellent. And I say 3 places, but these are kind of just an extension of each other, these 2 over here. And I'll show you what I mean. Because when you're over on this side, you see Falcon Watch over there. Like literally what we're doing is killing the Ravagers that are in the brambles that go across the road that go over to Zangermarsh, right? So like we're just killing these mobs, and I'll show you over here the other parts. Obviously you don't want to put your travel time, see, like, so there's that area, and then we go over here, and then this is the last area over here at the road, right? So kill those, you come over here. Obviously you're not going to have to worry about respawns because the respawn timer is not going to be long enough that you need to fly between these. So my data is a little skewed because I'm flying between them to show them to you. So here you kill everything, you run across the road, you kill everything on the other side of the road, and that's literally all you got to do. Like, this is one of those just like chill out and not really think farms. Like, as long as you can see a Ravager, go kill it. Like,
It's too far
obviously
away.
you can min-max it a little bit and make it a little more effective, I guess is the word I'm looking for. You know, and you can, in some places like right here where there's enough that are close together, you can pull a bunch and you can bring them together and all that. You know, you can find your little tricks to do this. I don't farm a lot of this because I just use what I get out of Karazhan, right? So that's kind of where I'm at with this. That being said, though, like, if you like outdoor farming better, come farm outdoors, right? Like, this is an excellent place to farm. I'd also like to point out that these do sell really well. There's not a lot of them up on the auction house at all times because, you know, this isn't something people go farm because this isn't like the best thing in the world. Okay, so 57 of those sell a day, and then 249 of the crystal infused sell a day. And you go across here to the other side, same thing. You go up the middle, same thing. Like, you just kill Ravagers. That is literally the strategy for getting fail scales, is killing the Ravagers. Anyway, I've been rambling for a little bit too long. You know, it's like 12 minutes in, you know. Let's kill them for a few more. Just for the sake of doing 12 minutes, and this will give us like a ×5 kind of thing, especially since we had some travel time in there. Alright, so in 12 minutes, I got 13 crystal infused leather, so that's going to be 65. 14 fail scales, so 70 an hour. 44, well, nope. 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Yeah, so 49 of those. Okay, so here's the thing. We're looking at 65 crystal infused leather and 70 fail scales an hour-ish, right? So when you're coming out here and you need those for your transmogs, this is a good place to do it. I mean, obviously you might get the occasional transmog that's worth a little bit. There are some good drops out here, but you know, that's it for this one. This is not a high gold per hour farm. This is for farming your own stuff, you know, especially with these kind of things where there's not a lot of them on the auction house, right? Anyway, that's it for this one. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Anything you do to help out the channel. Until then, happy gold making.